place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Hello, I'm Jojo. Welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna be making plant-based chocolate chip cookies. I'm saying plant-based because the chocolate chips probably have dairy in them. And we're making these for Santa, for Christmas Eve. Maybe spill a little tea during the making of it, so. Oh, perfect timing. You know, like these would be Santa's cookies, you know. I'm not mad though. Today we're making vegan chocolate chip cookies with walnuts. Not perfectly vegan because there's probably some dairy in these chocolate chips, but that's why I call myself plant-based and not vegan. Don't judge. Single girl things, that's how you get up. So here's my little recipe that I have in my notes section of my phone. 1/2 cup white sugar. 3/4 cup dark brown sugar. I can't even begin to count how many batches of cookies I made over quarantine. I would bring cookies over to people who didn't want them and just drop them off. And I was just like, how's this batch? You know, some people bake banana bread during quarantine. These were my cookies that I was making. Because they're just so comforting, and I was really getting into being plant-based, so I was like, oh, these are all moist. Normally I put coconut oil in them, but I don't have any, so we're gonna see how this works. Hopefully this is neutral enough. My favorite Christmas tradition is that growing up in Massachusetts, my family and I used to go cut down Christmas trees from this place in Foxborough, which is actually like behind where one of my childhood best friends used to live. And so we'd cut it down, and the adults would drink spiked eggnog, and we'd have apple cider and stuff, and then we'd schlep it back to the car, put it up. My mom did that, obviously. I didn't do any of that, but I was just there to be excited and cold. So I love that tradition. So you're gonna bring the sugars together with the oil. Favorite Christmas song? The first one, the one that's in my mind right now is, oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. But honestly, it might be All I Want for Christmas, like Mariah. All I want for Christmas is you, baby. My least favorite Christmas song? Ma, do you have a least favorite Christmas song?
Least favorite is probably Deck the Halls, is one of them.
Yeah. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. I just did a brown sugar scrub on my hands with the leftovers, which is always a vibe. What do I want for Christmas this year? I want for COVID to go away. I'm sick of this. Like everybody is, obviously. But because I want to be able to travel, I want to get out on the road selfishly. I want to see my fans, I want to perform songs, all that. But also I keep losing my AirPods, so I think top of my list is a new pair of AirPods. And I want to redo this kitchen. It's like, it's a sad kitchen, but it's everything I need, but it just needs an update. This kitchen was made the same year I was born, so it's like, you know, it's got some miles on it. This is supposed to be coconut oil. Whatever. You know, like these would be Santa's cookies, you know, Santa's chocolate chip cookies. That's another tradition that I did as a kid, leaving out chocolate chip cookies for Santa. We normally just did the Pillsbury kind because they're so good every single time. So this is a little, you never know what you're gonna get. Hi! I can't touch you yet. My favorite Christmas movie is probably The Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are. It's. And then Nightmare Before Christmas. Mr. Grinch. This was one of the things I learned during quarantine, that sifting the, what are these called? Powders? Makes a big difference. Best gift I've ever gotten or given? I got out of a record deal like the day before Christmas. That's like the ultimate Christmas gift at that time. It's exactly what I wanted. Have I ever told somebody to leave, get out of my life? Yeah. And then I finally understood that song. If you weren't a performer, what would you be? I used to want to be a paleontologist. Why did I say it like that? I love dinosaurs. A paleontologist or a veterinarian. I love creatures in all different eras. Then I realized that I would be too squeamish. Like if I was being realistic with myself. And I've just been singing professionally for such a long time. I was like, oh, I'll be a paleontologist as a backup. Like what? That's not a backup. It takes a lot of school, way more school than I was willing to do. Favorite trend from the 2000s that I miss? I feel like the 2000s are back. I feel like everybody's dressing like they're in 2004. So there's really nothing to miss. I think it's all here. But one trend that people aren't doing is those super low-rise jeans. And I'm actually really happy they're not, because I would have to suck in my stomach too much to really pull them off in the way that like Britney did. So that's cool to leave that there. I like high-waisted, that's fine. Weirdest fan encounter? I don't know. It's always weird when people feel compelled to pick you up at meet and greets. I'm like, why did you feel comfortable enough to pick me up? I don't know you personally. Like, I know we feel like we know each other because we like similar things, but don't touch me like that. Don't lift me up in the air and twirl me around. What are you doing? It's super violating. I don't know what that reminds me of. A Ghostbuster. One thing I'll never do again, look to any other human being to make a decision about my life for me, let me. And now the best part, the chocolate chips are going in. I don't use any type of measuring for this. This recipe is 65% chocolate chips. Some people don't like nuts, but I don't associate with those people. These are really dense. Yeah, this is about to be like one big chocolate piece. I'm not mad though. So this is gonna go in the fridge for 30 minutes so that it can get a little bit tougher when we form it into balls and put it on a baking tray and then put it in the oven for like 13 minutes. That's the sweet spot I found. Okay, beauteous. That's that so good. Glad you're not looking in there because it's a mess. Joe. Yeah. Not to pick your face. That is something that I used to do all the time. And it's not that I've learned it recently, because I always knew you weren't supposed to pick your face, but it felt so satisfying and I couldn't stop doing it. But then I just think I love myself a little bit more, so I'm like, hey, don't do that. Be nice to my friend, me, you know? Batches of chocolate chip cookies. And friends. I'm really lucky to have friends. You gotta pour yourself into your friendships during a heartbreak. Why can't I form this? Look at those two. Why can't you just be like these other two? Dana's gonna have to deal with what he gets. Too many chocolate chips, maybe? Best piece of advice I've ever gotten is don't should all over yourself. There is no should. What you should have done or what you should be doing, don't do that, because should is like comparison, and comparison is the thief of joy. So don't should all over yourself. I'm just getting into Schitt's Creek, and it's so funny. I'm so glad there's so many seasons that I can catch up on because I'm just starting late in the game. This is perfect for 2020 Santa because he's interested in compassionate eating. and sustainability and maybe getting healthier. So these plant-based chocolate chip cookies, I know he'll appreciate them when he comes to down my chimney. Ready or not, here they come. 13 minutes. Now that I've eaten the lipstick off my face, let's take these out! Oh yeah. They could have used a little bit more time, but this'll do. What do you think I got there? Beautiful. Plant-based chocolate chip walnut cookies. Santa will be happy when you put these out for him. I'm gonna let these cool down and then dive into them. Check out my new album, December Baby, my Christmas project. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. Bye.